Hello, 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 everybody. Where do you come to get all your news? You already know the Washington Informer. It's Misha Green, managing editor, and I am so elated to be here on this wonderful Wednesday with the magnificent, marvelous Maysa, who is going to be telling us all about the wonderful things she has coming up, as well as her new music and the Blue Velvet Soul and Jazz Weekender, which I believe is also on a milestone weekend for Mesa. So, without further ado, I am so excited to bring on the celebrated, internationally renowned, award winning Mesa to the show.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, sweetie. Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for being with us. We are so honored and thankful for your time. And,
Thank you.
as we talk about milestones, I just want to uplift and celebrate your decades of artistry and sharing your talents with
Thank you.
the people worldwide. So, thank you.
Thank you, honey. Thank you, sweetie. It's been an
So,
amazing journey, so I appreciate that.
and I hope we can get a little bit into that today, if you don't mind. But before
Mhm.
we get into the nitty
Mhm.
gritty, I have to ask you, how are you doing? How are you feeling? It's been a really intense time for so many people, and you're bringing joy
Yeah.
to the world with your music. But we got to check in with the people who do for others. So how are you?
I'm doing okay. It's just this endeavor this summer, trying to put together my first little mini weekender. So hopefully this is the first annual one, and so put it together. It's more stressful than I thought it would be. But I just keep my faith in God that it's all going to turn out for the best, and that my people in the DMV are going to come out and support my little efforts to do something different in my life and to take charge of my life again.
Well, first of all, congratulations. 35-year career, and yet you still are able to reinvent and try new things. What's the inspiration
Mhm.
behind this music festival and bringing so many artists together in this way,
Mhm.
and the music as well? What's the inspiration behind this new music and new venture, we'll say?
Well, this year we're celebrating my 35-60-10. It's 35 years in the industry, my 60th birthday on August 17th, and 10 years of my Masa's Kitchen Karaoke Sunday show that I do on Facebook Live every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Those all milestones came together in this one year, 2026 to 27, or around 26 and 27. And so I just wanted to celebrate starting this year with my 60th birthday on to next year, for a whole year. I'm creating an album called Milestones as well. Still working on that. I thought it would be finished by the time my birthday came along, but doesn't seem that way this year. So we're going to keep working on it, and I'm gonna put it out at the time it's supposed to be put out. So I'm gonna let God take over, and it's gonna come out the right time. But it's all been very exciting to put this together. I decided to do a weekender when a promoter friend of mine, his name, we call him Finney. He's with the Finn Group in Baltimore, and he asked me to put on a Mesa and Friends show. And I said, "Well, can we tail it around my birthday this summer, and I'll have a whole. I can create this whole weekend where we can bring people in and spend the whole weekend with me. So on Friday night is the VIP night. I do a personal kitchen karaoke. We close out at the restaurant at Live Casino and Hotel. And we're gonna have a VIP night where I do special kitchen karaoke for them, and they get their credentials and their gifts and all that kind of stuff. And then on Saturday at 1 to 5, I have a Taste of Baltimore crab feast, a jazz crab feast featuring Benji Parecki Trio. And then on Saturday night is my pre-birthday party in the hall at the casino. So we're gonna it's multi faceted event. We're going to have things that, nice food and fellowship and parties and music. And but on Sunday is the what I call the big show, and the big show is Mesa and friends. My friends have come to town. A few of my friends have come to town to help me celebrate. Avery Sunshine, Jared Lawson, Mike Phillips, Lonnie Love, the comedian, is my hostess. My longtime music director, and I mean my longtime music producer, Chris Big Dog Davis, is my guest MD. I have Dawn Tallman, who we call the queen of gospel energy. She's one of the baddest dance house music divas in the world, and just a lot of my friend Byron Miller, who does music direction for. He used to do music direction for Rochelle Farrell and George Duke. He has his own amazing career going. So a lot of my friends are coming in to help me, and have some surprise guests that I can't name. Two surprise guests that I can't name. So it's going to be an amazing evening. That's at Pier 6 in Baltimore on August 16th. And if you want to find information, it's all on Maysa.com if they want to come to it. But I'm really, really proud of this endeavor, and I hope that it is the first annual one.
We're claiming it. We know it's going to be the first annual.
Yes.
It sounds
Thank you.
fabulous.
Thank you.
What a way to celebrate your career, your artistry, and your life. And
Yes.
it can not only be an annual party for the DMV region, but for you. So, I think that's quite
Yeah.
appropriate. What do you hope people,
Yeah. Thank you.
attendees, gain in going to this weekender?
Well, just a fellowship with me, and I'm hanging out at every event. I'll be there with everybody. It's not like I'm just putting it on and not going to show up. I'm going to be there hanging out and stuff, having fun, and eating crabs and whatever I'm going to be doing. And so I just want to spend time with people who have supported me so far in my career for 35 years. I would like to spend a more intimate time with them than I do like coming to concerts, and I do the concert and then I leave, or have to go back to the airport and all this kind of stuff. So now I have a little more time to spend with everybody, and I'm really excited to do that. So I hope that's how people understand that's what my goal is, to hang out with people as much as I can.
Y'all got it here first. Masa's not going to be just showing her face real quick and escaping. She's going to be in there
No.
enjoying the
Yeah.
festivity. um,
Okay.
I love that. I so appreciate that.
Thank you.
I think with such an extensive career there, and you celebrating so many of your milestones, if you will, with the 35, 10, and 60. What are some of the valuable lessons that you'd like to share? And I have to say, as a personal fan, I get some sort of lessons in my listening to your music. But what are some of the most
Oh,
valuable
thank you. That's good.
lessons? Yes, yes. What what
I
what
think
are
the
some?
most valuable thing I take away for this is that I kept the faith this whole time.
Mm,
And when the times were really, really hard, um, I just, I wrote a new song for my album. It's called Strength in Faith. And one of
yeah,
the lines is, I wish I could just sleep until it all changes. It's like I want to just, so I take those times where when I get overwhelmed, I just take a nap, try to go to sleep, and just wait on God basically. And I turn it over to God, and I just take a nap and wait. And usually, um, something good comes out of that. So I know that for the last 35 years, I've been through with all the touring, with Incognito, been on the road so much, and then doing my own thing, and then starting my own record label in 2018, and then all these leaps that I've taken have been scary leaps, but they all have turned out to be amazingly the right decision. And so I hope that everybody understands that what it takes in the music industry, or any kind of industry that you're in, when you're trying to make it on your own, you're independent and you're self funded, and you're doing it all by yourself, and it's hard. It's not easy, but the end game is that you will win in a tremendous way. Self ownership is the way to go in this life. Uh, I couldn't do it any other way now. I wish I'd done it a lot earlier in my life. I'll probably be in a much different position financially, I think. But I think also this is going to, what I'm doing this for is to leave a legacy for my son and my future grandchildren, if I have any. I want them to be able to go to the mailbox and get money from grandma one day. And I want them to navigate this world by not worrying about bills and all that kind of stuff. I want them to be productive, beautiful human beings that don't have to stress on them about money. And so I think once we take that away, that money is stress people, you can calm down. You
Oh, it seems like it broke up. And let me just say, y'all, Maysa was preaching to us, giving us all of these gems. But we were wrapping up anyway. And so I'm hoping we can catch her for just a final question or so. But if not, I just want to again plug Maysa's Blue Velvet Soul and Jazz Weekender. It is August 14th through the 16th in Baltimore at Pier 6 Pavilion with a stellar lineup and surprise guest artists as well. I have a couple of ideas who it might be. Crossing fingers and just knowing the awesome people who Mace's worked with in the past. But I truly think that this will not only be a celebration of artistry, but people coming together. Again, Maysa said that she created this inaugural event, Stepping Out on Faith. And so we want to support her in this endeavor. Oh, and I think she's back. Yay! Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Like I said, when you broke up, I was thinking, excuse me, Pastor had to go get a glass of water because the Reverend Dr. Maysa was giving us some no question.
Yeah, I
But
just want everybody to be inspired. I want this to be such a beautiful world. I still have this kind of childish kind of hope in my heart that the world would change for the better. And so I can only do my part is try to sing to people, try to make them feel better. And that's my whole goal. So I hope that hopefully one day that will happen. And I hope I get to see it. I hope my son gets to see it. And I just want us all to um, just enjoy each other's cultures, each other's music, each other's food, and just be nice to each other and look out for each other, and not be this hate mongering, war mongering world. It just doesn't make sense. It is a choice that is easily made by good hearted people, and the good hearted people are outnumber the bad ones. So if we could just all get together, some all the good people get together.
I think she's might have disconnected again. But again, leaving us with some beautiful, wise, inspirational words about coming together, being a peaceful world. And again, Mesa said it was almost childlike optimism, but I truly think inspiration, and we know her music is able to do that. I thank you all for joining us today. Again, we thank Mesa for being with us on Win TV. We so appreciate your time, your artistry, and 35 years in this industry. Wow, so many lessons. And as she said, it started with walking by faith. And so we thank you so much, Mesa, for being with us today. Appreciate your time. And again, Mesa, we're gonna have to be in the room on August somehow, or in the space rather, August 14th through 16th. It's so many great things coming up, and we want to celebrate you your 35 years in this industry, your 60 years of life, 10 years of Maysa's Kitchen Karaoke, and your inaugural venture. Congratulations. Thank you all. Have a blessed day. Where do you